Welcome, beautiful yogis. Today we're practicing a really lovely Kundalini Kriya designed specifically for women. I find this particular sequence revitalizing, so do it anytime you're low on energy. If you're a busy working mom or a self-development junkie like me, I also wanted to let you know about this new app I've been enjoying called Blinkist. Now, I love reading something short and inspirational before I hit my mat in the morning. Maybe you do too. And Blinkist takes the best insights from thousands of nonfiction books and condenses them down into little bitty inspirational snippets that you can either read or listen to. I was totally skeptical when first learning about this, but since downloading the app, I've read so many cool books that I've wanted to but never had the time, like Arianna Huffington's Sleep Revolution. I also read What Most Successful People Do Before Breakfast, and another book called How Not to Worry, and I finished them each in under 15 minutes. I send the book summaries to my Kindle, I listen to them when I'm pushing Alex in the stroller, or I read them on my iPhone instead of going on social media. Blinkist wanted to sponsor this class for busy women, so the first 100 people who go to our Uplifted Yoga link are going to get unlimited access for a week to try it out, plus a discount for the future app membership. So I'll put the details for that in the description box below. Now let's head on over to the mat and tune in.
It's time to feel uplifted.
Rub the palms together. So rub left and right palm, balancing the two hemispheres of the brain, waking up the 50,000 nerve endings in the palms of our hands. Press the thumbs into the sternum, fingertips point straight upwards, and we'll just open with the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo, chanting 3 times. Take a deep breath in first. We'll just do 2 cleansing breaths. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in for a count of 3. Relaxing, deep breath out. And inhaling for the chant. You can listen or join. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Suspend the breath as long as it's comfortable for you. And as you're ready, exhale completely. Take the palms face down or face up in the lap. Take a deep breath in. And out. And in. And out. Slowly dip the chin, blink the eyes open. For our first posture, we're going to come to lie down on our back. So it's cat stretch. So definitely one of my favorites. You're just going to lie down and you can do whichever leg you want first, but I'm going to take my right knee over my left. Arms can be open at 45 degrees or in a cactus shape or just in any way that's comfortable for you. Just breathe here. Enjoy the stretch. Really allow the body to get heavy and settle down. Nice, and then take it over to the other side. So extending the right leg, lifting the left knee across. We're just doing opposite of whatever side you did. Long, slow, deep breathing, enjoying the stretch. Good. Gently come back to center. Rub the palms once again, so just creating a little bit of friction between the hands. And then press the palms, the heels of the hands, into your eyes. So just give some gentle pressure here. And then lift the heels of the hands and the palms about 18 inches away from the face and open your eyes and just stare at your palms. So just stare at the skin on your hands. Just 5 more seconds here. Good. And then massage your temples. So just taking 2 fingers to the temples, making some circles, circle the other way. Good. Do some gentle massage down the face, so down the jawline, all the way down towards the chin. Good. Massage the temples and the forehead. And then you can just massage the face in any way that feels good. Just a few more moments here. Good, and then rub the ears, massage the ears between the fingers and the thumbs. And then just gently pull down on your earlobes. Gentle pressure here. Good. It's amazing what just a little bit of self-massage can do to the quality of our energy. All right, next pose is stretch pose. So if you're pregnant like me, you want to modify or avoid. How it works is you'll just dip the chin into the chest, so everyone chin into chest, and then you'll just do a light breath of fire here if you're within 120 days of pregnancy, so the first 3.5 or so months, you can do breath of fire, a light breath of fire. Otherwise, long, slow, deep breathing instead. If you don't want to do breath of fire, you can always modify with long, slow, deep breathing. If this is really intense for you, just stay here. Otherwise, full stretch pose, you're lifting the heels about 3-4 inches off the ground, which I won't do because I'm about 5 months pregnant. So breathing in wherever you are, exhaling completely, inhale halfway, and breath of fire. Pumping the navel, strong, forcible exhale through the nose. The inhale is passive. And of course, lifting those feet as well if you can. It's just a 15-second hold, so give it all you got. Really go for it. Keep pumping the navel. Get those feet off the ground if you can. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Deep breath in. And out. Once more, a deep breath in. Exhale, relaxing completely. Nice. Gently press yourself up. Our next posture is Cobra pose. So coming to lie down on your belly. If you're not comfortable lying on your belly, just stay in all fours and do a cow stretch like this to open the chest. Otherwise, you're coming down onto the belly. You can keep it in a baby cobra, or if you're feeling up for it, I'd really encourage you to do a full cobra. We're going to be here 1 minute. I'm starting the timer now. Once again, your choice, breath of fire or long, slow, deep breathing. So you decide. Here in this cobra for a full minute. Really roll the shoulders back, open across the chest, engage the lower abs up and in. Long, slow, deep breathing, or your breath of fire, the navel is snapping up and into the body. So I'm sticking with long, slow, deep breathing due to my pregnancy, but breath of fire, take it away. Really be powerful and strong here. Keep going on your own. Good. Last 10 seconds. Good. As you're ready, gently lower yourself down. Pressing up to all fours. And coming into cat-cow. So we're doing cat-cow for 3 minutes. You can make it a long, luxurious cat-cow. So long, slow in-breath to arch, long, slow out-breath to round. Or you can pick up the pace a little bit and add an exhale through the nose. It's a little sharper and more forcible. It would look like this. So again, your choice, long, slow cat-cows, or moving a little faster with that. Just do what's right for you today, especially with this Kriya being designed for women. It's very specifically written out that we have these options. So again, if you're pregnant or on your cycle, just stick with the long, slow, deep breathing. If you're feeling like you want to generate a little heat, or you're within those first 120 days of your pregnancy, feel free to make it a little bit more active, a little bit faster. As women, we're always going through different cycles in our life, whether it's just the cycle of our normal moon cycle or a larger cycle like pregnancy or perhaps menopause. So it's good to be able to have these options, listen to your body, and adjust. "30 more seconds here. Really allow and invite yourself to get lost in your own movement, whether you're moving fast or slow. Good. For our next posture, we'll just come to have our legs directly out in front of us. You can, of course, prop yourself up if you need a little extra support. Late stage of pregnancy, take the feet wider apart. Just inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. If you can hold the toes with peace fingers, great. If you can't, it's totally fine. Just hold anywhere on the leg. We're just going to inhale, make the spine nice and long, and exhale, fold. And just do this 4 or 5 more times on your own. Inhaling, finding length in the back body, lifting the chest, heart shines forward. Exhale from your abdominals, drawing the abs back and in. And if you need to, you can definitely have the knees bent as well. Just make this work and feel good for you. Feet are flexed and active. Last 2 breaths. Really enjoy the stretch. Make it count. Good, and then gently press yourself up. Next posture, we're coming to sit in rock pose. So just take a seat on your heels. We're going to be here for 5 minutes. So if you need props or to sit on cushions or put a cushion between your heels and your seat in rock pose, feel free to do that. Palms face down in the lap. We're here for 5 minutes. Once again, your choice, breath of fire or long, slow, deep breathing. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out. Beginning your breath of fire. Or long, slow, deep breathing if that's your preference, if you're modifying, if you're pregnant. Again, just do what your body wants. And those of you doing breath of fire, remembering that breath of fire can be slow or fast. But you really want to engage that navel center, really be pumping the breath. It's like you were really almost violently punched in the belly each time. So you're really getting that sharp, staccato, forcible exhale through the nose. Three more minutes here. Try not to switch back and forth between the breaths. So if you've committed to breath of fire, try to keep that breath of fire going. Stay with it this whole time, best you can. If you've committed to long, slow, deep breathing, commit to that fully. Final minute here. If you feel the heels really digging into the seat, if you're sitting right on your heels, know that that's intentional. Yogi Bhajan really encouraged to stimulate this particular nadi with the heels. So if you're feeling something there, that is by design. Good. Slowly deepen the breath. Breath of fire. Retain the breath at the top. So retain the breath. Pull. Activate all three bandhas. If you did breath of fire, really hold the breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Mula bandh. Pelvic floor lifts up and in. And then exhale as you're ready. Just deepening the breath now. If you did long, slow, deep breathing, just deepening the breath. Good. From here, we're going to lie down into fish pose, which can be challenging if you have knee issues or really tight quads. So I'm also going to show you some ways to modify it. But in fish pose, we do want, in this variation of fish, we want to keep the heels directly underneath the seat. So we keep stimulating those meridian points, nadis, that Yogi Bhajan intended. And then you're just lowering your upper body back. So those of you that want to modify, you can stay up on the elbows, and this might be really intense for you. And if you have a bolster or couch cushions, put them underneath your back. Just really get pillows from the couch and prop yourself up so you can be here as comfortably as possible. Staying in rock pose would also be a second option. Otherwise, you really do want to try to lie all the way down if you have the range of motion. And once you're there, you're extending and lengthening your knees towards the ground. So it should definitely feel like a quad stretch. And everyone, just long, slow, deep breathing. We're here for 5 minutes, whatever you chose. So I'm setting our timer. Definitely prop yourself up if you're not coming all the way down. Definitely look for that quad stretch. Length of the tailbone towards the knees. That'll also intensify the stretch and protect the low back. Any knee pain or discomfort, just come out of this. You can just sit in rock pose. Continue to meditate or do long, slow, deep breathing. Stay with your breath, stay with the stretch. Yogi Bhajan really recommended this pose, and any pose where you're sitting on your heels like this is being really fantastic for women and really great to do to aid digestion, actually. So he suggested sitting on your heels for 5 minutes anytime after you ate a meal, and especially to do this in the evening time as being particularly effective in the twilight time or evening time or time for getting ready for bed for women's health. About halfway, so another 2.5 minutes. Really just succumb to this shape, let gravity be your friend here. Last minute here. Last 10 seconds, really deepen the breath. Fill up the shape with your breathing. Enjoying the posture in these last few seconds. Good. And then really attentive with how we come out of this. Use your elbows as a support. Transition forearms to the ground and very gently, gently press yourself back up. So for our last posture, we're going to do shoulder stand. So this is number 9. If you don't like or know shoulder stand, I will show some modifications as well. So for those of you doing the traditional shoulder stand, I always like to get into shoulder stand sort of via a bridge pose. So just come to lie down on your back with the soles of the feet underneath the knees. Press down into the soles of the feet, lift the hips, and then interlace the fingers underneath your low back. Shimmy the shoulders towards one another, so really lift each shoulder blade and get them more towards the midline of your back. And then you can kick the legs up and over into plow pose. Use the hands. I like to have the hands directly on my skin as opposed to a shirt or something like that because it's safer and you have better traction. And then as you're ready, you can take the legs up to the sky. So those of you in full shoulder stand variation, you'll be right here. If this is intense or doesn't work for you, other options would be to have the seat on a block and take the legs straight up towards the sky. Or if you have a nice little patch of wall right here, like I do, you could do legs up the wall. So whichever variation you've chosen, we're here for 5 minutes. Long, slow, deep breathing. Last 2 minutes here. Just continue to breathe slowly and deeply. Shoulder stand, or the modifications for shoulder stand, are so especially good for women. And they just pose balances all our internal organs, and it really balances especially the thyroid gland. No matter where you are as a woman, any age or wherever you are in your cycle, balancing the thyroid is always something we really want to do, want to achieve, and this posture does that so effectively. Good. Coming out if you're in shoulder stand. Pulling the knees into the chest if you were doing one of the modifications. If you did full shoulder stand, taking a little vinyasa or more hatha style fish pose might be a good idea. So just coming up on the elbows and just a little arch of the chest to sort of release any tension in the neck. Our next pose is Shavasana. So setting yourself up to be extremely comfortable, propping up the knees with a bolster, maybe covering yourself with a blanket or taking a t-shirt or a nearby towel over the face and eyes. You can truly rest. You can have the hands alongside the body, or left hand to heart, right hand to belly. Just settling in here for our final resting pose. Slowly begin to deepen the breath. Rub the thumbs over the pads of the fingers. Draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Give yourself a little squeeze. Roll over onto your right or left side. Just coming into the fetal position. Resting. Absorbing the benefits of the practice just for a few moments. So rolling to the left side, preferably if you're pregnant, but either side, just do what feels best for you. Press yourself up to a comfortable cross-legged seat or any pose that's comfortable for you. Rub the palms together. Bring the thumbs to prayer at heart center. Take a deep breath in and out. And deep breath in and out. And we'll close with a long sat, short nam, inhaling fully. Sat Nam. Sat Nam yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me. From my heart to yours. Sat Nam. Namaste.